Hello students, welcome all to our channel. Now up to here we have learnt in general science. The first lesson, name of the lesson is the natural resources, air, water and land, and we solve their related exercise. When we see around us, then we say that there is the various types of the plants, animals. Then there is the when we identify their structure, their characters, then we see not all plants are same, not all animals are their same. Means there is the various differences we see there. Then we determine on the character. Some things are there, living things, and some are non living things. We identify very easily which is the living things and which is the non living things due to their characteristics of living things. So now today we are going to start second lesson in our general science. Name of the lesson is the living world, Sajiv Srushti. List the things seen in the alongside picture. Say whether they are living or non-living things. When we see the living things and non-living things, first there is the plant, means trees. This is the living things. After that, chickens, living things. Ball, football, non-living things. Box, non-living things. Boy, living things. Girls, non-living things. After that, house, non-living things. Birds, living things. Clouds, non-living things. Fan, non-living things. Lamp, non-living things. Girls, there is the books in girl's hand, non-living things. Flower pot, non-living things. There is the when we see or lot of things are in our environment or around us, there is the we easily identify which is the living things and their non-living things. Why we identify easily which things are there living things and which is the non-living things? Due to their characters. There is the kite in boy hand. This kite is the non-living things. Dogs, living things, means there is the characters of football, means living non-living things and living things are there different, and hence we list or we say whether they are living things or non-living things. Birds fly in the sky. There is the living things, because when we compare the birds in other non-living things, then we there understand they on the characters. There is a difference character in the living things and non-living things. There is the characteristics of living things. When we study, let us learn the characteristics of living things. There are many kinds of plants, and animals around us. They show some similarities and some differences. आपल्या सभोवताली अनेक प्रकारचे प्राणी आणि वनस्पती आढळतात. त्यामध्ये काही बाबतीत साम्य तर काही बाबतीमध्ये भेद दिसून येतात. लेट अस डिस्कस ऑन इट. With the help of a certain features, we can tell that they are all living things. These features are not seen in the non-living things. Such features are said to be the characteristics of living things. On this point, we understand here. Observe the picture. There is the observe elephant and tiger. Which is the similarities between them? They are wild animals. But what is the which is the difference then? There is the tiger is carnivorous animal and elephant is herbivorous animal. There is the features are some features are same but some features are there different. Such type of the similarity and differences we see in our around us, such as like plants. Some plants their root stem are different, and when we see the flower like plants, that stem roots are different. Both plants, which is the similarity? They have flowers. And which is the difference there? Their stem means their structures different. We identify or we study about them due to their characteristics or features. But when other pictures here we see, then there is the some characters, some things are there, non-living things, because which characteristics we seen in the living things, such type of the characteristics not have in the non-living things. Non-living things characters difference and living things characteristics are their difference. But what is meant by their characters? So now let us study these characteristics. What differences do we see between the young ones and the adults in the pictures? See the alongside picture. Young ones are smaller in size. Our observation is young ones are smaller in size, height and weight. They are dependent on their mother. Adult animals are strong and can stay independently. The adult feeds by itself. Young ones are immature and they keep on playing. Adult becomes serious and searches for food and other things. On these differences, between the young ones and adults, their differences we understand. Their size and shape, on their independent. After that, mature, immature. On this picture, we here conclude there is the characteristics of living things. Which is the characteristics of living things we understand here? There is the growth. There is the growth. Growth is the characteristics of living things. Because the left side picture there is the size and shape of the boys very small. Girls are there, but after in day by day there is the changes between the shape and size, and after the years that small boys or girls changes into the adult. This is the characteristics of these changes due to the growth. Why the changes they are doing? Due to their characteristics of living things, and the first characters of the living things we on this picture understand here: growth. Growth means young ones grows in height, weight and strength and becomes an adult. Such as all living things grow into adults in a certain fixed period. Human babies requires 18 to 21 years for complete physical growth. During this period, they gain height, weight and strength. A baby grows A baby grows up to become an adult person, woman or man. There is a small babies, but after the period of time, it grows up to become an adult person, woman or man. During the period of its growth, the baby gains in height. After that, weight, strength in the same manner. All animals grows into adult in a certain period, which this period generally humans require 18 to 21 years for this growth. After the 21 years, there is the stop the growth of that man or woman. Other hand, when we see the find out how long it takes for the young ones of hens, cows, and dogs to grow into adult. When we back the babies and girls, man, woman, there is the see the plants, means plant and animal growth characters are same, means the growth characters are see, the characters of growth we see in the animals and plants. There is the similarities, which is the similarities between animals and plants of the which is the characters growth characters is the similar between the plants and animals we understand on the alongside pictures. When we see the pictures of plants, then when plants grows, there is an increases in the width and height of the stem. Some plants develop branches while other lacks these. Plants keep on growing till they are alive. The growth of living things is from within the body and in all parts of the body. After the period of time, there is the up to 21 years. Generally, humans growth but after 21 years they stop the growth of animals, means man and woman. I hope all of you understand very easily the first characters of living things is growth. Plants and animals both are living things and growth is their characters. Now see the related growth characters experiment. Sapling in a pot. At home you have a sapling and pot. So take a two sapling in a pot, tie a thread to the tip of a potted sapling, keep the thread stretched and tie it to a peg or nail above the plant. What do you observe after 10 to 15 days? You have a pot. So do the experiment. Take a two pot and a sapling in a root in a pot and tie a thread to the tip of a potted sapling. Keep the thread stretch and tie it to a peg or nail above the plant. Its branch fitted the and after 10 to 15 days observe that left side sapling in a pot. Then what do you see? What tells us that the plant has grown taller? In all plants, it is mainly the width and height of the stem that grows as the grow. Do you see in the picture? Here is the innumerable are branches. Means there is the main parts of the plant is stem and that plant's width and height growth of the stem that grows and hence as they grow. When we see that the picture, then we understand here. We see the various branches develop and while others do not branches. These type of the plants do not branches. Very few branches of that plant, but some plants has more branches. Though all living things grow, animals grow only for a certain period. Plants on the other hand grows as long as they live. The growth of living things occurs from within the body, which means that growth occurs in all parts of the body. Here we understand animals and plants both are living things. All living things grow. Animals grow, plants grow, but animals grow only for a certain period. But plants on other hand grow as long as they live. They do not a certain period. The growth of living things occurs from within the body. वनस्पतींची वाढ मात्र त्या जिवंत असेपर्यंत होत राहते. लिव्हिंग थिंग्स occurs growth from within the body. सजीवांची वाढ शरीराच्या अंतर्भागातून होत असते, म्हणजेच शरीराच्या सर्व भागांची वाढ होत असते. विच मीन्स दॅट द ग्रोथ ऑकर्स इन ऑल पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी. On this point we understand here, the growth is the most important and first characteristics of living things. I hope all of you understand here the first characteristics of living things is growth. Okay students, now today's we stop here. In second lesson, the living world, in this video you have learnt the first characteristics of living things is growth. In next video to study about the next characteristics of living things. Okay, thank you.